Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to make this video to demonstrate all the projects I've been working on in 2022. This is a great year for me in terms of programming in my free time, and we're going to kind of talk about that. And yeah, I just want to demonstrate all the projects I've been working on and kind of a predicament I'm in right now. So stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's begin. The first project of 2022 that I've been working on, kind of a spillover from last year, is Curio. Now, Curio is an API-driven social media platform, and I implement that API using ASP.NET Core in the .NET ecosystem. ASP.NET Core is a web framework, and I might be changing the implementation of the API to use Blazor, which is another web framework, but it's very new. And it has a lot of promising features, and well, it looks really cool overall. So I'm strongly thinking about changing to Blazor, but as of right now, I have a couple other projects I'm working on. So the next one is the TaskGripper. The TaskGripper is a project I started the Code With Me series. It was a pilot episode, and for those who don't know what this project is, it's a library that I'm creating a NuGet package for that helps you execute a delegate n times on multiple threads and balancing the work of each thread for you automatically. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, let's say I want to say hello world 100 times. This is all the code you need. That's it. At most, you'll have 3 lines. At least you'll have 2 lines. You'll need to create the work contract. And let's say if you have the work executor that's dependency injected, well, you just call work executor.execute async. Now, the only reason I made it 3 lines here is so I could show the dependency in line for the library. But essentially, you see this part right here. This is the action or the function that you want to execute n times. Now, it should be something that doesn't have a lot of state. So if it does have state, you will need that action or function to support multiple threads accessing it. So it's more for like mundane tasks like, hey, generate 1,000 passwords, or generate, write to the console this many times, or, search for a string in this massive file, or anything like that, doesn't have a lot of state. There's so many uses for this. And I really haven't seen a library that kind of creates it in the way that I do. So I wanted to solve that problem. And yeah, essentially it's about work contracts. This is a contract in which you're telling the system to abide by. It has a description and it has a number of iterations. And you pass in the work contract to the work executor. You tell it what you want it to do, and you give it a cancellation token. And that way you're able to cancel a task at any point in time because it could run for a very long time. Now, if we go back, the last project I've been working on a lot is RSG. This is either it came out in the Code With Me series already. I'm currently editing the first video for it. Or if it hasn't come out yet, this is a project that I'm also working on. So let's talk about it. It all started back in 2013, where I created this random string generator. I released it in 2016. This is pretty much through high school. And basically, I wanted a way to generate random passwords, but I wanted to know so much information about the type of passwords I wanted to generate. So what I did is I built this application, which is, not supported by any library. Everything is hard-coded. This button does one thing. It's not, all the logic behind it is not reusable. But I built it really just to generate random passwords. And, you could generate random passwords through dictionaries, rule sets like this. So anyways, I revived this project about 2.5 years ago. If we take a look here on this git ignore, February 9, 2020, this is a couple months into my current professional software engineering job. So it was just a project I wanted to work on outside of work. Not that I truly think you have to do that, but it's just something I like to do. Anyway, because I just love coding. As you can see, I have 3 projects ongoing right now, and I'm making a video describing that I'm excited about it. It kind of shows you that I like this stuff. But anyways, I revived it in 2022, and I had this list of tasks that I wanted to achieve, and this should wrap up the project actually for distributing it in a NuGet package. So once these are done, I will want to distribute it in a NuGet package. So the whole purpose of this video was to illustrate all the projects I've been working on. There's 3 main ones, and I just went over. But what's really funny is I'm kind of in a library hell. Now, in order to work on Curio, I kind of stopped working on it because I wanted to work on the TaskGripper, because I wanted to start a new YouTube channel, this not a new YouTube channel, but a new YouTube channel series. And I wanted to introduce RSG. That was something that also came up. But in order to continue working on RSG in some way, at some time, since I'm adding multi-threading support for it, I will need to finish the TaskGripper library. So that needs to be out and published as well. And again, in order to continue working on Curio, I will need the TaskGripper or RSG to some extent. So I'm kind of juggling a lot of projects right now. It's really cool that I'm able to apply one project like the TaskGripper to RSG in order to solve the problems. This takes code reuse to a whole new level for me, where I'm creating libraries, mini libraries, that achieve a generalized task that no one library should have, like exclusively like RSG. There should be a library just for ripping up tasks like this, right? So yeah, I just kind of wanted to illustrate that. I haven't been coding too much this year, but most of these are large batch commits throughout the week, and I just commit all in one go. And yeah, really interesting, really excited for this year. Can't wait to release some of these libraries out and to continue working on the Code With Me series. So if you like any of the projects I described or want to learn more about it, let me know in the comments below. Also, take a look at the GitHub pages and leave a star or submit a issue request if you just want to discuss it. All of that's cool and awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys rock, and I'll see you in the Code With Me series. Peace out now.